What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. They're just getting hot. I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It was like you could hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, I can't be out here much longer because I did this. This is later in the day, so folks might be looking for me. First story up, Lil Nas X. That drama last week. Again, if you guys watched my first video, the top of the blogs before this, then I kind of shared with you guys why I haven't been here. Okay, so y'all go watch that video. Okay, now. This Lil Nas X story, this was one of the stories that happened last week when I was off. And so I didn't get to talk about it much. But I did see, of course, on social media that Lil Nas X had like some sort of drug reaction and decided to take all his clothes off. He had his underwear on and he had his boots on. And he was walking down the middle of Ventura Boulevard. I used to live in Van Nuys, so I kind of felt like I knew exactly where he was. But anyway, he was walking straight down Ventura Boulevard and singing like a Nicki Minaj song. And of course, people were driving by. This is like 12:30 in the morning. This is the middle of the night, right after midnight. Some people had captured him. I'm sure somebody called the police. The police ended up coming. Apparently, he charged them. Okay. I didn't know originally that he had charged them. All I had saw was that they had arrested him, and I had put on some shade room. Like, you guys like arrested him and all this. He had a drug problem. Like, seemed like they would have put him in like some sort of program. But no, they arrested him, and people were like, that's what he get and all this. I was like, you guys are so mean. Like, listen, I understand you can't charge the police, and yes, you're gonna get arrested if you do shit like that. You're lucky you didn't get. They would have been in their. They would have been able to say he was a threat to us, so okay. But my thing is, why people got to say shit like that's what the fuck he get and all that? Like, it's like, you guys, folks be on social media, they just so mean and evil and all. Lil Nas X is not my favorite person, okay? But I'm not gonna say that's what he gets. Motherfucker have a drug problem. That's not what people get. Okay, that's what they end up with because of whatever. But it's just like people just be struggling and folks just don't have no compassion. Okay, now with that being said, you on drugs, you down the street and all that. I need you to get some help. All right. What I don't need you to do is be on social media right after you get finally bailed out of jail. And then you on there smiling and smirking. That was the most terrifying thing ever. But it's okay. Your girl's going to be all right. Your girl's going to be all right. I was like, nigga, you make it so hard to defend you. Okay? I don't want you to do this. I want you to go get some fucking help. All right? So now you got people looking at this video of you making kind of light of what happened. And now they saying shit like, yeah, see, that's exactly why he out now and he don't even take it seriously and all that. And I was just like, oh, God. But what's going on with Lil Nas X over there? What's going on with him? Okay. Because he don't seem happy. He seems quite miserable, actually. And I think he's going through something. So, I'm not going to say that's what he gets, but I want the nigga to get off the social media. I can't feel sorry for you if you're going to be sitting up here trying to play with the people on social media. Go be serious and take care of your fucking health. Okay? All right. I can't defend you if you're going to be acting a fool. That's all I got to say. Okay? Let's move on to the next thing. Congratulations are in order because they say your boy French Montana, mama named him what did mama name him? I thought I put it in my notes. Oh, I didn't. Well, yeah, you guys, they say that French Montana's engaged. I said, boy, that French Montana, he sure do date up, huh? I know I've known French Montana to be with He was with Khloe Kardashian. We knew that he was with Doja Cat for a minute. And now, you guys, this nigga didn't hit he didn't hit the big one. And now he is engaged to the Princess of Dubai. Okay? The girl's name is Sheikha Mara. She's the daughter of the king, I guess. The princess would be the daughter of the king, right? Of Dubai. Okay. Bitch, now you know in Dubai how rich them people are. Okay, my friend, she was like, Roxanne, the people in Dubai that are middle class live like the rich people here in the United States. So you can just imagine how the mega rich are. How rich the mega rich are over there. She was like, girl, if he manages to not fuck this up, he gonna have a beautiful life for the rest of his life. And I was just like, yeah, I mean, he definitely hit the jackpot on this to be with this girl. Now, French Montana gonna do well to keep his ass in line with this girl, because this girl is not quite docile. She's not the quiet, type that you would think when you hear about Middle Eastern princesses and everything. And, you would think that they're probably quite quiet or shielded and things like, no. This girl is a 2025 Middle Eastern girl, okay? Quite the spitfire. They say that she don't play no games. Apparently she was married before, so this is gonna be her second marriage, which you already know in the Middle East, that is already looked down upon, to be getting married over and over. She don't give a fuck. She was just like, listen, I'm gonna tell you what she had posted. So she was engaged to this guy, and she decided to leave him because she posted this. Dear husband, as you are occupied with other companions, I hereby declare our divorce. I divorce you, and I divorce you. Okay? And apparently in the Muslim religion, the men have to declare 3 times that they're going to divorce somebody. So that was her saying it 3 times for him. All right? So bitch already was just like, honey, I ain't got time. So she divorced him, and now she is about to get married to French Montana. Hey, I hate French Montana's voice. I don't like to hear his music. Actually, he has some good music, let me not lie. But, child, he ain't gonna lift a finger never ever again. Never ever again. As long as he don't manage to fuck this up. Okay? We gonna see what happens there. But, woo, honey, that man is about to be rich. Rich. Okay? Rich adjacent, but that's okay. Because when you hanging with the rich, bitch, guess what? You get all the good shit too. So, but yeah, you guys, French Montana's gonna be getting engaged. It's gonna be getting married to this girl. How long y'all give it? Like I said, my friend was just like, girl, he better not mess this up. He better not mess this up. The girl seems to be quite smitten. And he holds her hand and they be smiling and everything. I was like, oh, look at y'all. Did that, didn't you, French? Okay, let's move on to them. Congratulations to them, Let's move on to the next. Another congratulations are in order for this Travis Hunter and his wife Leanna. Child, I didn't even know that girl was pregnant. Was she pregnant when they got married? Because I feel like they just got married. When did they get married? It definitely was this year. And it felt like it was just right at the beginning of the summer. I guess maybe she was married and we just did not see it. She did have a full dress on. I remember seeing her dress. And maybe they just brought the waist up higher. Maybe her stomach was down there and we didn't even see it. Okay? But yeah, you guys, she done had a bouncing baby boy. I was like, oh boy, that sure did happen fast, honey. She locked it on in. I mean, she already was locked in. But bitch, that is double locked. That's the deadbolt right there. But apparently Leanna said that she had a dream that she was going to have a boy, you guys. And then turns out that she did have a boy. You guys heard, and Travis was so happy. Travis had this to say. He says, you're going to come up and you're going to be like me and you're going to get drafted by Jacksonville. I just got my teeth cleaned so I could do it, even though they look yellow. But the doctor did give me some a whitening system. Anybody use opalescence? I can't get my words out today, but yeah, like this. Anyway, you guys still got a problem with old girl? Or everybody came around to her yet? How we feeling about her? Because I haven't heard anything else since the wedding. But maybe you guys will feel a little better now. She's gonna have a little half black, half white baby. Maybe she can make everybody happy. move on to the next story. Okay, you guys, they say your boy Boosie has pled guilty to gun charges. Okay, remember when we found out that Boosie had got arrested because he had guns? I think it was a traffic stop and he had guns or whatever, and he was arrested, right? And we know that Boosie is a former, he's been in jail before, he's a felon. And so, you know, you cannot be having guns. You know what else is smart to do when you are a felon? If you have a gun, you probably shouldn't have it in your waistband, and you probably shouldn't be on Instagram with your waistband showing. Okay, these niggas are telling themselves all the time. So Boosie had a gun in his waistband, and the people were watching his Instagram, monitoring his Instagram, and they got him. So while he was in San Diego, he had left here, Georgia, and flew to San Diego with these guns, and then he was in the car and he had it on his waistband. When they saw that, they pulled him over. And then they saw that he had a gun and they arrested him. Now, after they arrested him initially, they immediately dropped the charges. Okay, and he was all excited. We saw him. He had posted a video of him walking out the courthouse like, oh, you know, praise God, he's free. You know, they dropped the charges, and as soon as he stepped his foot out that damn courthouse, honey, the feds was out there and they rearrested him. Okay, on the same damn charge. I didn't know you could do that. I thought that's considered like double jeopardy or something. Like once you get released, I didn't know that they can recharge you. Maybe. I mean, now that I'm saying it to myself. Yes, but they rearrested him and he was now being charged again. Then they dropped the charges again. All right. And, you know, he was just like, okay, he thought, you know, that was a good thing. And he thought he was about to move on from it. And then, child, they told him that they were going to file it again. So they ended up charging him again. And so he's been going back and forth with this case since it happened. And now we find out that he finally got that case done, and they sentenced him to 2 years in jail and then 3 years probation. Okay, and Boosie said that he got tired of fighting it. Like I just told you, all this back and forth that they've been doing, and so he's just like, okay, he'll do these 2 years. I have a feeling he ain't gonna do them 2 years. Okay, first of all, the jails is crowded and shit, and secondly, I feel like he's probably going to, you know, on good the way they kept dropping those charges and everything, I just have a feeling that they are going to end up shortening his sentence. Okay, and with good behavior, he probably won't be in there much that long. I don't know why. That is no lawyer opinion. Y'all know I ain't got no damn lawyer degree or nothing like that. So that's just me just assuming. I don't know. I just have a feeling. In real rockstar lawyers, y'all can chime in and be like, no, Roxanne, the nigga's gonna be in jail for 2 years. Stop trying to tell these people anything else. You know, I'm sure that once he's there, you know, I'm sure he's going to be glad to get that shit out of the way. So we'll see. Lastly, you guys, please somebody explain to me, how did Mia Thornton from Real Housewives of Potomac and Bobby Valentino end up together? I can't even explain to you how confusing this whole thing with these two is. First of all, how tall is Mia Thornton? Because either Mia is not really that tall, or Bobby Valentino is one of them niggas that look little, but when you see them in person, they actually are big. Because I thought Mia was tall. When I see Mia with Bobby V, them niggas almost look like they the same height. He might just be a little bit under her. So then I was like, fuck, is everybody on Real Housewives of Potomac short? Charlotte, I've been so confused. That's been what I've been trying to figure out. Because I'm telling you, I've always thought that Bobby Valentino was like 5'5", and I've always felt like Mia Thornton was probably around my height, which is 5'9". Child, seeing them two together, they're almost the same height. How tall is Bobby Valentino? Somebody please tell me. Anyway, apparently her and Bobby Valentino is seeing each other, child. I was like, who gonna tell her? That's not nice. Okay, maybe she knows about what Bobby V is into, and folks like what they like. I'm not gonna be mad at it, but child, I did not. That was not what I thought was gonna happen. I never ever would have put Mia and Bobby Valentino together. Okay, and then what kills me about Mia is that she be falling head over heels in love for these men. Child, you would think that Mia and Bobby V just was born to be together. But that's how the way she was with that last one, that DJ, whoever he was. And then remember when she was just with Gordon, when we first met her, she was all head over heels for Gordon. Now she with Bobby V. I said, girl, if you just want to get on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, just say that. Okay? Stop all this. She done changed her whole look. Now she does filter her face quite a bit, but her face don't even look like, she even looks like Atlanta. She looks like she could be on Real Housewives of, I'm sorry, not Real Housewives of Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't even see Mia on Love and Hip Hop, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't think that she would be a fit for that crowd. Okay? But Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I can see her there. So maybe, Mona, bitch. Maybe Mona will give her a job, because I keep on thinking, it looks so like, what are you trying to do exactly, Mia? Are you trying to be just out there and seen? And Bobby V was the easiest little nigga to reach out to and, have on your arm while you walk these streets of Atlanta? Like, are you serious about this shit? I guess. Hey, I guess. Because Rocky love. I want all motherfuckers to be in love. All right, you guys, this video is just gonna have to be short because I don't have any more topics and I need to run back into the office. So next week we'll be back to our regular. Also, you guys know that Reasonable Doubt starts in a few weeks. I feel like 3 weeks and we're gonna be back to Reasonable Doubt. I thought that Tommy's show was gonna be coming out in early October, but it ain't looking like it. They haven't really said, so I don't know what's going on with that, because I remember them saying at first that it was going to come back in the fall, but I have a feeling it's going to be late fall, borderline almost winter, so closer to the end of the year. So, but we'll be back on Reasonable Doubt, and we excited about it because, honey, they got a whole bunch of people on that show. They got even Cash Doll is on there. The guy who Joseph Sikora, who plays Tommy, he's gonna be on there. Of course, we know that Morris Chestnut is coming back, and the same girl, I can never pronounce her name, she has an African name, but the same girl who plays the lead, Jackson, they're all coming back. So I'm excited because I feel like this is gonna be the third season, is gonna be the charm. If we can get a good season out this third season, I think from then on this show is going to be able to last. But if this third season is a little shaky, then that's when you start feeling like the shit start falling apart. But I'm still hopeful. They got a good cast and I want to see it. So you guys, just letting you know that we getting back to our regular lineup, because I know these top of the blogs just once a week have been hard and is not good on my pocket. Okay? All right. So we're going to get back to it, you guys. But anyway, I'm going to get on off of here. We do this every single week. So make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Till next time, Roxstars.